Hello, welcome to Fair Lady of the Loch Tarot. Thank you for joining me. Today we will be doing a pick a card reading using the Ten of Cups to draw us into the question of what joys and successes lie ahead. For pile number 1, we will be using Ten of Cups from the Universal Celtic Tarot with the citrine tower. Pile number 2 will be the Everyday Witch Tarot with the Rose Quartz Wolf. Pile number 3 will be the Rider Tarot with the Lapis Lazuli Tower. Pile number 4 will be the Steampunk Tarot with the Red Tiger's Eye Sphere. And pile number 5 will be the Wunjo Rune with the carnelian that the rune is made of, and this raw sunstone. Now, I read the definition for these cards as well as this rune in a previous video, so if you missed that, you can go ahead and check that out so you have a full understanding of what it is that we're diving into. And you can pick your piles or piles based on your intuition, because you may have more than one joy or success awaiting you. I'll see you in your piles. If you picked pile number 1 with the Universal Celtic Tarot and the Citrine Tower, then this is your reading. Now, how I read tarot is I read both definitions as well as intuitively, allowing the cards to fall where they may, reading both uprights and reversals. Regardless of your spiritual beliefs, you are welcome and respected here. And today we are using the Ten of Cups to ask what joys and successes lie ahead for us. And this is a beautiful energy that I very much enjoy. Okay, we have, starting off with being in hermit mode, but I am getting the message of coming out of hermit mode. Okay, so those of you who picked this pile, perhaps you have been more reserved of late, perhaps you had gone through a time of mourning or contemplation or personal growth. Shadow work is coming through really strongly here, okay? And I see you coming out of this hermit mode straight into the emperor mode, embracing your own personal power, okay, and standing strong in it. And, this brings about enlightenment in a most heart-centered way. You see the acorn there glowing over the heart chakra. So very heart-centered enlightenment. But we also have that crown chakra energy with the sun glowing above the emperor here too. So the heart and crown chakra working in conjunction with one another. And even though, the light is out here, we're getting some earth chakra, higher earth chakra vibes coming off of that hermit card today. So I'm also getting some root chakra vibes coming through, and very autumnal with this hanged man. So, we're talking about now. You're coming out of this now and into this enlightenment. And this brings about a new spiritual beginning for you, a new understanding of your personal power, of your spiritual power, okay? I'm getting here that clear quartz might be of some benefit to you, especially if it's got some golden healer and it is coming through here. I'm also getting that someone here may follow an old Celtic or Norse path here coming through. And then along with that new spiritual beginning, we have a new emotional beginning with the Ace of Cups and an overflowing. Right, so this knowledge, this wisdom, this enlightenment that you have gained brings about an overflowing emotional abundance. That it's a strong spiritual foundation with those lotuses down the bottom. And with the Three of Pentacles, that energy of working together to achieve a goal, right? So you have been working with the other side, the spirits, the ancestors, and the divine, to achieve this beautiful transformation within yourself. I'm getting that some of you have been tapping into your past lives and Akashic records as well here. And that brings us to the Ten of Cups, which is the very card that drew us into this reading. And I love this card, this overflowing, beautiful, loving abundance, okay? This is fantastic. And this is a union blessed by the spirits, the ancestors, and the divine, okay? So for those of you that are already in a loving relationship, you will see a growth in that relationship that will bring about even more joy and abundance for you. For those of you that are in a discontented relationship, I see you setting yourselves free from that, okay? And then for those of you that are hoping, waiting, and praying for a soulmate, for a partner, a twin flame, I see that coming through for you, okay? And you really do have the blessing of the spirits of nature, the spirits of your ancestors, and the divine here with this card. This is absolutely one of my favorite cards. The sun energy coming through strongly with that, and abundance, just beautiful emotional abundance, okay? You know, and with this wisdom, with this understanding, with this enlightenment that we gain here, represented by the owl, you get set free from your chains, okay? You set yourself free from those mental swords that are always causing you pain or holding you back, all right? So you are literally cutting the ties that bind and stepping forward and flying. All right, this is just beautiful, beautiful energy. And with the Magician, there's that reassurance that you will have everything you need along this journey, because with the Fool's journey in the Tarot, the first person that he meets is the Magician. And the Magician gives him the cups, the pentacles, the sword, and the wand, all right? But also in this deck, it also reminds you that this divine is with you always, every step of the way. Okay, the spirits of nature, the ancestors, and the divine coming through very, very strongly for this one. I'm also getting that some of you might benefit from looking into the spirit animal of the stag and of the owl. Okay, also looking up the metaphysical spiritual meanings of not butterflies, excuse me, although that might be, since I made a mistake with my words there, with lightning bugs, otherwise known as fireflies, okay? And that stag energy came through here with the Emperor as well as the Magician. And the Emperor is a very strong Aries card, so someone here may be in Aries. I'm also getting with this Magician that someone here might have the life path number of 1 coming through, okay? And then with the Four of Wands, this leads to a celebration. I'm also getting happy home life here. That light at the end of a dark tunnel, sort of an energy, you know, where you've had a long journey, you've gone a long way, and it is coming through as this beautiful, joyous energy. You know, you've been guarded by the Fae folk. Honestly, these mountains look a lot like the mountains I live in now. It's beautiful, absolutely beautiful, okay? You have been protected along your path, and you are about to receive those abundant blessings that you have worked so hard for, okay? And I am seeing celebration here, whether that's weddings, vow renewals, graduations, baby showers, family reunions, housewarming party. I am strongly getting new house energy here for some of you, okay? I'm also getting travel. This card for me today is representing whatever makes your heart light up, okay? Whatever makes your heart light up. I'm also getting the Hestia, goddess of the hearth fires energy coming through here. So house and home, really, really important here. But also getting into your ancestral roots, right? Someone here's ancestors are from the mountains, from the highlands, and that energy is coming through strong today. Okay, let's take a look at your chosen crystal here, the citrine. Citrine represents abundance, invigoration, and prosperity, and this particular one came from the mineral mushroom. You can find her on TikTok. And then we're reading from The Beginner's Guide to Crystals by Lisa Butterworth. The citrine works with the crown and solar plexus chakras and is most commonly found in Brazil. Citrine is a crystal of manifestation. It's known as the merchant stone because of its ability to attract abundance, which has more to do with mindset than money or traditional success. It teaches you to appreciate what you have and find joy in all the riches life has to offer. It elevates confidence and self-esteem so you can go after what you want. It also has the power to move stale energy, making way for the heart's true desires. Citrine's vibrations will give you a positive outlook, making it easier to overcome setbacks and achieve your goals. It also gives creativity a wonderful boost. Citrine holds the power of the sun, which can help with fatigue as well as depression. Citrine is a variety of quartz. Its yellow tint is caused by iron oxidation. Its name comes from the Latin citrina, which means yellow. For personal use, hold during a visualization practice to help manifest your objective. At home, it can increase the feelings of warmth and happiness in a space, and at work, it can enhance motivation and stimulate creativity. And I find, honestly, just looking at it makes me smile. It's so full of beautiful rainbows. Okay, let us get you a white light oracle message, because your message was so beautiful today. I mean, just beautiful. And I'm actually getting multiple ones for you. I was kind of hoping to keep these shorter this time around. Okay, number 42, Garuda of Saperna. Here we go with that beautiful bird and sunshine energy. Cultivate confidence in yourself. You have the inner spiritual power to deal wisely and effectively with any situation. Don't allow anyone to take advantage of your kind nature. Reflect upon what action feels best for you to take, and then follow through with decisiveness. Do not allow negativity to get a grip in your life. Positive energy and outcomes are indicated. And that very much goes with this Eight of Swords energy you had about setting yourself free. Okay? All right, number 4, Anapasis. All right, now I'll have to put my finger across here because of her chest being exposed. Okay, do not give up, but allow your heart to disengage from your struggles. Give yourself much needed rest. You are in a phase of recovery. If you have been off your path, you are going to come back strong. You will regain your spark of passion, inspiration, and devotion. A certain order of events needs to take place for your soul path to come to fruition. Commit yourself to your sacred journey, trusting that the right thing will happen at the right time. And that is so important when manifesting, okay? Having to let go and let God is, and the gods is just such an important part of that. And then Karma of Kutahala, number 43. Your sacred soul passion is powerful enough to shift the state of your inner reality and your outer experience. So commit to what truly ignites your heart and do not be dissuaded by anything or anyone. If you are seeking to make a commitment, do so when it truly connects you to your heart. Follow your genuine, meaningful bliss. Know that no matter what appears to be, you shall prevail, you shall arise. And that is a beautiful note to end on. I am getting a message here about aligning your chakras, okay? If you need some advice on what stones and crystals to use during that, just reach out to me and let me know, okay? And some of you are grounding with the energy of the sun, that fire energy. All right, here's a little prayer thing that goes with it here. I will call upon the heart wisdom of sacred passion and higher purpose. May I be graced with the discernment to recognize what is true, valuable, authentic, and genuinely purposeful in my life. May I release all else with a sense of humor and a willingness to recognize that. I have learned something useful. I allow myself to be inspired rather than frightened by the passions of my heart. I choose to learn from what I love and be led through what inspires and excites me. I trust the passion in my heart is the same passion the universe has for me, and that the inspired, excited, curious feelings are cosmic breadcrumbs leading me along my rightful path. May all beings be guided lovingly to fulfill their highest divine destiny. Okay? Allow yourself to see, sense, and feel a light within your heart. Okay? That is the advice here. Feel that light. I hope that you found this message to be helpful. If you did, please let me know in the comments. If there was anything you felt could have been improved upon, please also let me know that. Be gentle and kind as you do so if you would. Remember, You are beautiful. You are loved always, and you have a beautiful, bright future ahead of you. Love you. Bye. If you chose pile number 2 with the Everyday Witch Tarot and the Rose Wolf, then this is your reading. Now, how I read tarot is I read both definitions as well as intuitively, actually I'm feeling this card and this card, allowing the cards to fall where they may, reading both uprights and reversals. Regardless of your spiritual beliefs, you are welcome and respected here. And I'm just really feeling those cards today. Okay. All right, now we're going to set that aside for clarifiers. All right, we are starting off this reading strong, using the Ten of Cups to ask what joy and success await us. And here with the Seven of Pentacles, we are starting off strong with a good, strong material abundance, okay? So this is success in your work, success in your labors, whether you're a homesteader, a farmer, a greenhouse keeper, a cook, an academic, a vintner, animal rehab, whatever it is that you do for a living, okay? This is seeing you have mastering your craft, working hard on that to achieve your goals. And along with that, we have the Ten of Cups, which is the very card that led us into this reading to begin with. And this shows family joy, family continuity, bliss, spending quality time with those you love. Okay, so we do see romance, whether you have an existing partner, okay, or whether you have one that's going to be in your future. We are seeing that very strongly. We are also seeing children, okay, so whether you have children of your own, whether that's something in the future you'd like to accomplish, or whether you adopt or foster or have stepchildren or have grandchildren, I am very much seeing children as a part of that future in one capacity or another, maybe a niece, nephew, something like that, okay? I'm also seeing a family gathering, maybe a family reunion by the water. That won't apply to everyone, but for some of you it will. I know my family, they used to have Labor Day gatherings at the family cabin every year down by the creek, and it was a wonderful experience, filled with food, family, and fun. Catching crawdads and minnows and what have you. And that's the kind of beautiful energy that I'm getting off of here. Food, family, and fun. Okay? And romance. There's definite romance. Very steamy, hot romance going on over here. But also, at the same time that this is going on, there's a new spiritual beginning, an awakening of gifts. Okay? A strong awakening of gifts. And with that, not everyone's going to understand, okay? Not everyone is going to understand that. And there's going to be some things in your life that you're going to walk away from because they no longer suit you. They no longer serve you. They no longer feed your soul. And I do see that waterway there again. So it may be that some of you are leaving your home for a different opportunity, like a job. Because we started this off strong with the Seven of Pentacles, job energy, career energy, material, home, health, right? Accomplishing things in that arena. So we are seeing leaving behind, and it could be some of you leaving behind your ancestral home and finding a new one, okay? I also see some deceptive energy here, some stealing away in the dead of night energy. So for some of you, this moving on is part of a lie being revealed, okay? But you're not moving on alone. You do have loved ones with you, okay? And you do what you need to do for yourself. If this is you escaping a bad situation, please make sure you're getting the help that you need, okay? Because what I see in your future is beautiful love. So if this is not what you have right now, okay, then you need to take this action to protect yourself and take care of yourself, because this is what's meant for you, this beautiful energy here, okay? Not this sneaky stuff. With the Ace of Cups, moving on from this sneaky energy brings about that beautiful new emotional, overflowing, abundant energy, okay? And this is an energy that lasts. It doesn't run out. And it brings inner peace and harmony. And with the Empress energy, we have abundance, fertility. So some of you, like I said, may be having a baby, may have just had a baby, may be about to have one. But there's definite abundance going on here, okay? As well as that fruitful orchard farming energy that we saw at the beginning here as well. Just beautiful, just beautiful. And I do see some success and wealth here. The Ten of Pentacles very much speaks of material stability. Okay, this is your health, your wealth in your household, anything tangible you can touch. But as you can see in this card, these are two people who have loved one another and have grown old with one another. They have children, they have grandchildren, they have animals, they have a stable home. Okay, this is just beautiful, absolutely beautiful. And with the Ten of Cups energy, we have emotional fulfillment and material fulfillment both in your future. Okay, so let's get some clarification here about that moving on energy we got. Okay, all right, for some of you, you are escaping a bad situation and you're worried about the financial repercussions of that. And this is letting you know that you will have the help that you need, okay? And this came out in a previous reading. It may have been the one I did last time. It may be, or the time before that. But I am seeing that for at least one person who's going to get this, that there is a situation they need to get out of. And they need to know that there are places that can help them, people that can help them, and that they will have the support that they need. Okay? So don't stay in a bad situation just because you're worried about money. All right? It'll be all right. Okay. That is a sad energy there, and I'm a little bit worried. The mother in me is reaching out to you. And this wolf here, I think it would benefit you to look at the spiritual properties, meanings, metaphysical meanings of the wolf, okay? Specifically the mother wolf, all right? Because I'm getting that energy very strongly here, that mother energy. I know that the All-Mother, the primordial creative entity of everything is with you along the way. Rose quartz represents love, peace, and acceptance. It works with the higher heart and heart chakras and is most commonly found in Brazil, Madagascar, and the United States. Rose quartz is the love stone. Divine love, self-love, romantic love, platonic love. It enhances all areas of the heart. This rosy crystal vibrates with tenderness and peace. Its nurturing energy instills a deep sense of self-acceptance. It can open you up to new love and romance and also soothe the heartache of love lost. It strengthens the bonds of familial and platonic love, creating harmony and boosting relationships. Use it to find emotional balance in times of transition and to clear suppressed or wounded emotions, gently opening the heart. Rose quartz can also enhance sensuality. It is believed that rose quartz supports fertility, wards off nightmares, and soothes anxiety and tension. The rose to red color is thought to be caused by small amounts of titanium, iron, or manganese. In Greek mythology, the color comes from the blood of both Aphrodite and her lover Adonis after he was attacked by Eris, and she got caught on a thorny briar bush in her rush to aid him. For personal use, hold rose quartz while meditating to soothe emotional trauma and strengthen positive affirmations. In the home, keep on your nightstand to draw new love or deepen love and commitment with a partner. And at work, it can help to ward off negativity and create an environment of peace. Okay, and I'm going to put that right there with that Empress energy for you. I also got the message while I was reading this that some of you, this energy of moving on and leaving, maybe that you were happy, you lost a partner, and you want to know if you're going to be happy again. And the answer to that is yes. Okay. All right, I'm going to get you a Moonology message here. We have Hold Your Vision, Fixed Moon, okay, and that has to do with this work energy there, with that Seven of Pentacles. Luck is on your side. New moon in Sagittarius. Okay, and this is in love and in the material things of the world. A fiery climax approaches. Full moon in Aries. Okay, so coming into your power and moving on from that which does not serve you, absolutely coming through here. And then the energy is gaining momentum, waxing moon. And you will have the energy, the power, and the courage to do what is necessary for yourself. Believe in the impossible. Okay, blue moon. Believe in the impossible. It is entirely possible for you to do what you see here. Absolutely possible. All right, let's get you an encouraging, actually that was in number 2, interestingly enough. This is an awful lot of cards, guys. Are you sure? Okay, here's what we're going to do, because they're giving a lot of cards here. We're going to take these cards that they've given me, and we're going to shuffle them and let them decide which one or ones in the end is the most important message for you. Okay, and we're going to take these. All right. We have 42 Garuda Saparna and number 11 Sacred Scar. And one of those has her chest exposed, so I'll have to cover that up. But number 42 actually showed up in pile number 1. So if you are also drawn to pile number 1, then please do check that out. Cultivate confidence in yourself. You have the inner spiritual power to deal wisely and effectively with any situation. Don't allow anyone to take advantage of your kind nature. Reflect upon what action feels best for you to take and then follow through with decisiveness. Do not allow negativity to get a grip in your life. Positive energy and outcomes are indicated. And then number 11, Sacred Scar. Okay. Cover her chest here. Your inner and outer scars are marks of your soul's courage. They are signs of strength and survival, of your willingness to be alive. The sacred scar speaks of that which once caused pain, being transformed into higher knowledge and inner power. Trauma shall be transformed through spiritual intuition, leading you from woundedness to wisdom. You have nothing to be ashamed of. You can trust your healing process and in the hidden higher purpose behind things happening as they do. You are strong, and you shall flourish on all levels. That is a beautiful, beautiful, strong message coming through here. And I am going to read the little prayer thing that comes with it, okay? I am a divine soul on a sacred journey. The wounds that are healing are where the light is most active within me. When pain gets my attention, it is the divine wisdom within asking me to notice and learn something helpful and compassionate. My scars are signs of wisdom gained. The light can and will assist me in transforming even the most difficult struggles into holy paths of grace. Healing shall manifest completely, generously, and lovingly, according to divine timing, for the spiritual benefits of all beings. I am grateful, strong, and blessed. And as you can see here, the wound there is over her heart chakra and almost goes up to the throat chakra. So I am getting a strong message here that you should work with this rose quartz to heal your throat chakra. Okay, just lay it there over the heart chakra and allow it to work its healing energy within you. I hope that you found this message to be helpful. If you did, please let me know in the comments. If there was anything you felt could have been improved upon, please also let me know that. Be gentle and kind as you do so if you would. Remember, you are beautiful. You are loved always. And you do have a beautiful future ahead of you. Okay, just have that courage. Step boldly forward and leave behind what doesn't serve you, all right? Because what I see for you is joyous. It is beautiful. And it is yours for the taking, okay? Love you. Take care of yourself. Bye. If you chose pile number 3 with the Rider Tarot and the lapis lazuli tower, then this is your reading. Now, how I read tarot is I read both the definitions as well as intuitively, allowing the cards to fall where they may, reading both uprights and reversals. Regardless of your spiritual beliefs, you are welcome and respected here. And today we are using the Ten of Cups to ask the question, what joy and success awaits in the future? Okay. All right, that's looking quite nice. Okay, now, right off the bat, I see the energy of someone trying to make a difficult choice. Okay, on one side is the known, on the other side is the unknown. And you're trying to make a choice between the two. And you feel as if you are making your choice blind. Okay? And one of the biggest concerns that you have right now is whether you're going to have enough money, whether you're going to have enough good health, whether you're going to have a safe home, to make these decisions within. With that Page of Pentacles, it's very much a student energy here. So for some of you, it may mean learning a new skill, okay? Learning how to better take care of yourself, eat more natural foods, you know, that sort of a thing, right? But with this Queen of Pentacles, this is a reassurance that you will not only have everything that you need to take care of yourself, but you will also be able to have a solid, grounded, stable environment, all right? And this transformation brings about a clarity of mind, an understanding, a wisdom that you had hitherto not experienced. Okay? And when we have that clarity of mind, that you know, enlightenment, that all of a sudden everything clicks, right? That oftentimes brings about a change. Okay? And sometimes that can be a very sudden change, as in the Tower here. Okay? And while the Tower can mean disaster, it can feel like a disaster in the beginning. In the long run, it is for our best and highest good. And that is very strongly backed up here with the Nine of Pentacles, okay? She is strong, she is grounded, she knows who she is, she's not afraid of it, she takes good care of herself, she has a stable home, she has a garden, she has enough money, right? This is material stability, okay? And with the Queen of Pentacles, that's a twofold, very strong material stability, okay? But I also see independence, okay? So this difficult choice may be that you are leaving a situation, you are leaving a place, you are leaving a relationship, you know, something that doesn't serve you, okay? That may be the situation that you're dealing with here, and that would bring about change, quite a lot of change, right? But I do see new love coming towards you. With the Knight of Cups, this is a beautiful, loving energy. So whether this is family, friends, or a romantic partner, I do see new love coming into your life. Okay? Now, some of you may be having fears about that financial stability, right? Some of you may be leaving a bad situation. And you're worried about the consequences, okay? Because I'm really seeing a lot of fear and worry here with this Five of Pentacles. But they want you to change the way you're thinking about the situation, okay? They want you to teach yourself to think about it in a more hopeful light, knowing that the other side is protecting you and is helping to provide you with what you need, okay? And part of that includes a stable partner, a grounded, stable partner. Okay, this is a Taurus card, so someone here may be a Taurus, or the stable partner may have Taurus somewhere in their chart. Take it or leave it as it resonates. Okay, but paired with the Queen of Pentacles, with this King of Pentacles, really, this is letting you know you do not need to be worrying about that, okay? Because they are going to provide you with a new material beginning. And I'm also seeing a gift being given as you go through this new portal in your life, okay? And it brings about such beautiful joy. The sun is about joy. It is about success. It is about passion and fire. Okay, this is happiness incarnate. All right, this is your inner child. You know, just purity of intention. Just gorgeous, 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 happy energy. Okay, so leave behind this fear. Okay, leave behind the fear, because what lies ahead of you is worth being courageous and brave for. Okay, and we're going to take a look at this lapis lazuli tower. We're going to read from The Beginner's Guide to Crystals by Lisa Butterworth. Lapis lazuli represents truth, confidence, and contentment. It works with the third eye and throat chakras, most commonly found in Afghanistan, Chile, and Pakistan. Lapis lazuli is a stone of truth and knowledge. Its deep blue creates a peaceful atmosphere of acceptance. It will enhance your self-awareness and illuminate your deepest desires. If you have had difficulty in the past with being able to speak out, it will clear the stale energy of those experiences and make self-expression much easier. It will create the desire for information, inspiring quests for knowledge, and even boosting memory. Lapis lazuli strengthens bonds with friends and family members, heightening a sense of loyalty. This stone is also great for working with dreams and can be used to facilitate spiritual vision, creating a path for divine guidance. Healers use lapis lazuli to harmonize thyroid and other endocrine gland imbalances, as well as to aid throat ailments. Lazurite makes up the majority of this stone, giving it that intense blue hue. Pyrite inclusions contribute to the glitter. Lapis is the Latin word for stone, and lazuli is the evolution of the Persian word lazvard, which I'm sure I mispronounced, the name of the place where this mineral was found. For personal use, place on your third eye to clear your chakra and stimulate spiritual awareness. At home, it can inspire and nurture loyalty with a live-in partner or spouse, and at work, it can support integrity in the workplace and inspire trustworthiness. Okay, and this pairs really well with this King of Swords energy that we've got right here. This Queen of Pentacles, this trifecta right here. This Knight of Cups, Queen of Pentacles, King of Swords. Strong, strong energy there. Okay. I'm also getting that this decision you're making may have something to do with going back to school for some of you, and if that's the case, it doesn't matter about your age. All right? You got this. It will bring about great rewards for you. Okay, we are going to draw you a Moonology card. We have It's Time to Release Negativity. So any negative emotions that you're having regarding this decision and what your future would need to be released. That's a full moon in Scorpio, so someone here may be a Scorpio. Balance spirituality and practicality, full moon in Pisces. So we have another water sign here. Okay. Balance spirituality and practicality when it comes to your decision making. What do you need to release? Right? Waning moon, right? And it said right off the bat, it's time to release negativity. So what negativity specifically? They're wanting you to think about that, okay? Step out of your comfort zone. North Node, be brave, be bold. This change is going to be for your betterment. Your dreams need a practical plan. Full moon in Taurus. And we had that energy here with the King of Pentacles with that Taurus energy. A win-win outcome is forecast. Look at that. Full moon in Libra. And confidence is your key to success. Okay? You have got this. Boy, have you ever got this. All right? I am feeling good about that. And I'm going to take this card here because it's calling to me. Titanium Aura. Channeling the Page of Swords energy here. Balance, energizing, and refreshing. And with that Page of Swords energy, I am getting more of that student energy. Okay? So if some of you are thinking about going back to school, Titanium Aura with balance, energizing, and refreshing may be the right choice for you to carry around with you. Okay? I hope that you found this message to be helpful. If you did, please let me know in the comments. If there was anything you felt could have been improved upon, please also let me know that. Be gentle and kind as you do so if you would. Remember, you are beautiful. You are loved always. and you've got this. Such beauty does await you in your future. Take care of yourself. Love you. Bye. If you chose pile number 4 with the Steampunk Tarot and the red tiger's eye sphere, then this is your reading. Now, how I read tarot is I read both the definitions as well as intuitively, allowing the cards to fall where they may, reading both uprights and reversals. Regardless of your spiritual beliefs, you are welcome and respected here. And right off the bat, guys, we have got that beautiful Ten of Cups energy that drew us into this to begin with. I mean, that is fantastic, okay? And I am getting clarification for that one. May need to have some more. That's going to be for that one, okay? And then we'll have that, and then we'll have these just in case. All right. All right, I'm going to put that across that one. All right. So, right off the bat, we've got that Ten of Cups, okay? And we've used it to ask what joy and success awaits us. Well, joy and success is literally what waits you. But in this particular case, in love, right? So if you're already happily married, this could be a renewal of vows, okay? This could be a resurgence of your romance, of your passion. If you are unhappily married, this could be a resolution of that conflict. If you are waiting a partner, this is confirmation that your partner is indeed coming. If you are dating someone and it feels like sunshine and fresh air, a proposal may be imminent, okay? And we have with the following that a new beginning. You know, just the sky's the limit. The stars are the limit, okay? You and your companion, just the sky's the limit. That's the message for your new beginning, okay? Don't restrict yourself. And with that, we have a new spiritual beginning, a new spiritual understanding, right? And that sunshine is definitely coming through strong here in your union, in your love. It creates this beautiful partnership on a spiritual level. So we could be dealing with soulmates here, okay? Twin flames, perhaps. And then we have the Emperor. This is also a love that does not remove you from your personal authority. It enhances and empowers your personal authority. And with this being a very strong Aries, and if I recall correctly, the Fool is also an Aries card, because being the beginning of the zodiac. Yeah, it is. So 2 Aries cards here very much could represent someone on the other side of this video being an Aries or dealing with an Aries. And they are a passionate, fiery sign. Good leadership skills. Just make sure that you're treating each other as equals. Okay? That's important. All right. With the 5 of Wands, there could be some sort of conflict here. There could be spiritual conflict between your families. I am getting 2 different religions maybe coming together in this marriage. Specifically coming through here is Judaic and Catholic faith clashing a bit. That will be for everyone, obviously, okay? But I am getting that at least one couple that listens to this will be combating with that sort of an energy with their families, and this is just a reminder that you will come out victorious, okay? And for those of you that are worried about the money, whether it's retiring together, whether it's getting married, whether it's having children, whatever this money concern is that you have, be frugal, be wise, but this is a reassurance that you will have the money that you need when you need it, okay? And I am getting that it will be coming, some of it will be coming in as gifts, whether that's wedding gifts, baby shower gifts, or just a loving gesture, okay? I'm also getting that your education will pay off. I'm getting student loans being paid off. I'm getting successful career, okay? Lawyer, doctor. Take it as it resonates, leave what doesn't, okay? And then with this 7 of Swords, it's a sneaky energy, okay? It's a theft, sneaky energy, and I wanted some clarification there. So I crossed it with the next card, and that was the 8 of Swords. So some of you aren't being truthful with yourself, okay? And they're encouraging you to open your third eye, all right, and listen to what is true, okay? Listen to the heart, listen to the mind, all right? A stable connection between the heart and the mind, balanced, will bring you to the truth that you seek. You have within your power to free yourself of this conflict, to free yourself of this internal deception, okay? So make sure that you are being truthful with yourself, and that truth will set you free, okay? If this is a situation where you're not being truthful with yourself about the partnership that you're in, then you know that it may be something that you need to remove yourself from, okay? I do have here a reassurance with the Six of Pentacles that you and your loved ones will be safe and will be cared for and provided for, okay? So that does not need to be a hindrance in your choice making. All right, beautiful, beautiful balance and abundance there. And once again, a balance of spiritual and material, a balance of the heart and of the mind, okay? With the King of Swords, I am getting someone in your sphere, perhaps a father figure, stepfather, it could be the partner that you're with or about to be with. I do get a very strong air energy of knowledge and wisdom, experience born of age. This could be a professor, a doctor, some other form of academic, a lawyer, a scientist, a politician, of learned, okay? The specific thing here is they are learned. So whether that's in the spiritual arts, okay, could be a naval officer, a lawyer, whatever it is, they are learned in their career, okay? They are learned and stable in their career. Could be a traveler, could be a geography teacher. I do see some of that in there as well. With the Ace of Pentacles, you have a new material beginning. So whether your marriage brings about this new material beginning, a new career brings about a material beginning, but material pentacles is your health, wealth, your household, anything tangible you can touch, okay? And once again, I am getting that wedding gifts energy coming through there. And with the Two of Pentacles, it reminds you to balance, okay, to be balanced. Remember that money is an energy of flow. It is an eternal energy of flow when it comes to material, your health, your wealth, your household, okay? It needs to be cyclical. Just keep it flowing, not obsessing. Do the work that's necessary, but also release and let go, okay? Just keep it in the flow. And then we have working together to achieve a goal, whether that's to achieve this wedding, whether it's at a new job, whether it's the family, whatever it is that you are having as your joy and your success, it is not going to be alone. It is going to be with partners, okay? And I am getting that perhaps a stepchild may be coming into the picture there, or something like that, adoption, or you have children together. Okay, now, as far as this energy here, okay, we have mastering a craft, right? Mastering a profession. So that is confirmation there of you mastering a skill, okay? With a reminder to rest. Also, this new financial beginning may be inheritance from the passing on of a loved one, okay? I'm also getting that nobody is too old for a new beginning. That coming through as well, okay? And with the Queen of Pentacles, right? That is abundance, right? That's stable, mature, abundance, and fertility. She knows who she is, and she's not afraid of it, okay? But remember to balance the material and the spiritual, okay? And I am getting that some of you are very spiritual. Follow your intuition, okay? If you feel called to look into the spiritual arts, then this is a confirmation for you to follow through with that. I'm getting some of you may even have a channel, a social media channel where you do this, or a shop, okay? So don't be afraid to work maybe a family business perhaps with this Three of Pentacles card, or with friends, okay? Don't be afraid to pursue what your heart most longs for. All right, now we have the tiger's eye, the red tiger's eye. Let me find, here we go. Okay, this red tiger's eye sphere came from the mineral mushroom. You can find her on TikTok. Tiger's eye represents protection, prosperity, and balance, and then the red specifically represents passion and love, okay? Joy and courage and that sort of thing. It works with the solar plexus, sacral, and root chakras, and is most commonly found in South Africa and Thailand. Tiger's eye brings a healing equilibrium. There's that equilibrium, that balancing. The stone carries both the energy of the sun, its golden hue, and the earth, its rich brown color, which is underneath the red here, combining masculine and feminine energies and creating a balancing effect. It will energize you when you're exhausted and calm you when you're overexcited. It stabilizes emotions and is also quite grounding in ancient times. It was used to protect against the evil eye, and it still provides a shield, deflecting negative energy or physical or emotional attack. It is also a stone of good luck and will attract prosperity. It's helpful when working with money or making financial decisions. Tiger's eye supports a balanced effect on the body's systems, optimizing health and well-being. Tiger's eye is created when quartz forms over crocodilite, dissolving the fibrous mineral and creating the layered cat's eye effect. Its brown color is caused by the iron oxides and hydroxides of the crocodilite. Personal use, keep a piece of tiger's eye in your pocket to alleviate mood swings. At home, it can create a balanced, centered household, particularly during times of transition. And at work, it can attract new business and helps in dealing with finances. This is a good one for this pile. That passion of the red with the material, financial aspect that we saw here. Okay, let's get you a Moonology card. We have Show the World the Real You, full moon in Aquarius. Shine like a star, my darlings. Shine like a star. Show the world the real you. It is so important. And I'm also getting this one. Sardonyx, happiness and stability to marriage and partnerships with the Six of Wands energy. Okay. Having enough power for yourself and others. And then we will also pull you a white light oracle message. And actually, I am... that one came out in pile number 1. Okay. If you were drawn to pile number 1, and I think it also came out in pile number 2, please do feel free to check them out. Number 42, Garuda Superna. Cultivate confidence in yourself. You have the inner spiritual power to deal wisely and effectively with any situation. Don't allow anyone to take advantage of your kind nature. Reflect upon what action feels best for you to take and then follow through with decisiveness. Do not allow negativity to get a grip in your life. Positive energy and outcomes are indicated. Right, and that really goes with that Five of Wands energy, that conflict we saw there in whatever way that takes form. Number 12, Perfume of Sophia. You will be able to sense the best timing and approach to take to create space for healing and resolution. Connect to your body and ground yourself in the here and now with body-friendly practices. You will find your way intuitively and instinctively, even through confusing circumstances, where one moment you are sure the answer is no, and the next moment you are sure it is yes. Give up trying to figure out the answer right now and remain open with positive but relaxed expectation. That clarity shall emerge spontaneously according to divine timing. So for those of you that are having some uncertainty, the certainty will come. And then number 19, Salve Polluti, 741 hertz. And it may benefit you. I'm going to have to cover this from this side. Her chest is showing a little bit. It may benefit you to listen to music at 741 hertz. Tune into your heart, and you will be able to find your way through any negative or toxic situation. Engage in self-healing and space clearing. Commit to regular practices that help you connect to your inner light. Your light shall not be overcome by any darkness or negativity. Take time to clean your heart and mind of negativity by focusing on the divine beings that bring joy to your heart. If you chose pile number 5 with the Rune Wunjo and this raw sunstone, then this is your message. Now, I read the definition for the Rune Wunjo in the tarot card and rune meaning video previously to this. It's about 4 minutes long. If you are interested in checking that out, I'm going to stick that back in there so it can be a part of your reading if it's needed. For those of you that just came out of pile number 3, I apologize that yours got cut short at the end. A Amber Alert came through on my phone and ended the video, but it was at the end of your reading. It just, my usual sending love did not come through. So if you are still here from that, I am sending love. Okay? Now, how I do the runes is that I do a past, present, and future. And I read from the Find Your Power Runes by Kitty Gilsborough. And you do indeed have the Wunjo rune. And we are using that Wunjo rune in the Ten of Cups card in the tarot to draw us into the question of what joy and success lies ahead for you. So in your past, you have Gebo. In your present, you have Ansuz. And in your future, you pulled Wunjo. And that is beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. I'm very excited for you. So we will read Gebo in your past section first. Origin of the word gift. Partnerships, love, and gifts are what it symbolizes. In the Poetic Edda, we have generosity brings credit and honor, which support one's dignity. It furnishes help and subsistence to all broken men who are devoid of aught else. What can you give? What should you give? If this rune has come into your life when you are being asked to practice both gratitude and generosity, you are being asked to live as if you have enough and then more. It's asking you to accept gifts with gratitude. It's asking you to give away what you have. Where are you withholding? Where could you be more gracious? Gebo or Gifu is the source of our word gift. What are your gifts? What have you been given? And what have you been granted? And what could you give away? You must give in order to get. You get out what you put in. This rune is a gift to you. It is a reminder that you can accept gratefully anything that is offered to you. Don't resist help, for you may need that foundation when in turn you are asked to give it yourself. There is a balance to this rune that is at the heart of this et, and in fact at the heart of rune telling at all. It is sometimes associated with relationships and has historically been associated in particular with heterosexual male-female relationships, the balance of male energy and female energy, and the balance of giving and receiving. However, in today's modern society, it does not need to hold to those gender standards and norms, okay? Remember, we must think like our ancestors without the charity of modern social mores. This is about sex and power and the way we must, in both of those spaces, remember to give just as much and more than we hope to gain. So, how this is coming through very strongly for me today is that your past is a gift. Even if it's filled with hardships, even if it's filled with difficulties, your past is a gift to you because it taught you and led you to where you are today. Mistakes are tools. They're to learn from, nothing more and nothing less, okay? And anyone that hurt you along the way was also learning lessons. This rune asks you how you can use those lessons to help yourself make better decisions in your present and in your future, and how you might also be able to help others and guide them through similar difficult situations. With your present, with Ansuz, origin of the word mouth. the spoken word, wisdom, and advice. So I am getting the teacher vibe coming through here strongly. Those of you that could be a teacher, whether, intellectually or spiritually. From the Poetic Edda, aged Gotor and Prince of Asgardr and Lord of Valhalla. Ansuz is a god, a great god, one of the names for Odin, the All-Father. This name means mouth, and it means estuary, and it means breath, the place where the river meets to the sea, and the place where the body accepts the world. This is the breath of life, and that is God, and that is a good God indeed. You see here how the double meaning makes more sense. If you start to think poetically, laterally, the patterns begin to jump out at you like a magic eye picture, and this is the rune of patterns and poems, of logic and of lateral thinking. This is a call to think carefully, to look before you leap, to check a map before heading out. And Suze asks us to think about speech. What do we say? Why do we say it? What are we hoping to get from this opening of our lips, and could we do it better? There is a divinity here. A God is stepping out of goodness to ask you, do you speak with wisdom? Do you write with care? Center wisdom, center care. Okay? And so in your present situation, one, it's asking you to know yourself enough to know what it is you have to offer to the world and what it is that you need to work on, right? But it's also asking you that when you do share and help and teach others, make sure you're doing it from the best place within, from wisdom, not from bitterness, okay, but from wisdom born of experience, all right? Strong, strong teacher vibes here, guys. And then in the future position, we have Wunjo, the rune of joy and success. And it is the origin of the word joy. From the Poetic Edda, bliss he enjoys who knows not suffering, sorrow nor anxiety, and has prosperity and happiness and a good enough house. If we think of Freya's Et as the journey of the seed, from purchase to planting, from planting to harvest, from harvest to sale, this is the moment when we may profit. This is the moment, in fact, when we decide what to do with those profits. The runes don't often talk of love. Romantic love and familial love are outside their remit, but this comes close. This is a rune of abundance, or fruitfulness, of enoughness. See the last line of the poem, and a good enough house? This is a reminder to be thankful for what you have, and not just thankful, but joyful. Rejoice in your life. Acknowledge your life and every good thing in it. Sit with this rune, take it in your hand, and bring your focus to what you have to be grateful for. If this feels difficult to do, do it anyway, or perhaps do it especially. We cannot hope to be happy if we won't work for it. It is easy to think, especially today, that happiness means something above and beyond, that in order to be happy we need a bigger house, more money, a better partner, a better job, a baby, a new car, new clothes, new anything. It is tempting to think of bliss in particular as something fleeting and rare. And yet think again of the world these runes are speaking from, a world of death and destruction and cruel fate. In the next Et, we will find many struggles and many twists and turns, and yet here, for a moment, we can pause. The absence of suffering is in itself bliss. To be alive is bliss. To be indoors, to be safe is bliss. This is a safe haven. Breathe it in, recognize it, acknowledge it, love it. This is a reminder to be thankful for what you have, and not just thankful, but joyful. Okay? And for this to be in your future, you will have much to be thankful for. Okay? And all aspects of your life that led you to that moment are part of that gratitude. Okay? And we're going to start with the carnelian, reading from Beginner's Guide to Crystals by Lisa Butterworth here, that we had with this Wunjo rune. Creativity, courage, and confidence. Okay? It works with the sacral and root chakras and is most commonly found in Brazil, Germany, and India. Carnelian is an energizing stone. It's a vibrant motivator, quashing doubts in order to pave a confident path forward. It's known as the singer's stone because it's said to make the user's voice clear and powerful. If you're a performer, carnelian will alleviate stage fright and help you come into your own on stage, and that can work with teachers too. It's great for anyone in the arts because of its creativity-boosting power. The mineral's fiery appearance translates to its emotional properties. Use it to balance the sacral chakra, which will increase passion and energy and strengthen your sense of identity and self-expression. Carnelian is associated with increased blood circulation and can alleviate symptoms associated with premenstrual syndrome, PMS, and menopause. The name carnelian is thought to be an alteration of cornelian, which has roots in cornele, referred to the cornel cherry. Iron oxide impurities cause the hue of this mineral. For personal use, carry when you need a confidence boost. At home, keep in the bedroom to heighten romance and rekindle passion. And at work, it can abate indecision and procrastination to increase productivity. And that's such a beautiful, beautiful, passionate energy. The raw sunstone, it represents warmth, joy, and optimism. Works with the solar plexus and sacral chakras, and has common origins in Norway, Siberia, and the United States. Sunstone is like holding a little piece of sunshine. This warm, energizing mineral is the antidepressant of crystals. It's particularly helpful in combating seasonal affective disorder, radiating the effects of the sun to ease emotional dreariness. Use sunstone to replace negativity with optimism, lift spirits, and generate feelings of generosity. It's also known as the stone of personal power. It will help you say no when necessary and to cut ties to an overly possessive partner or energy-sucking friend. As it energizes the mind and spirit, it also energizes the body and can help alleviate muscle and joint pain. In Norse legend, Vikings used sunstone to locate the position of the sun on an overcast day or even before sunrise or after sunset. Hematite inclusions give this feldspar its sparkle. Place on the solar plexus for an emotional pick-me-up. At home, keep in the house during winter to create a sunny atmosphere indoors, and at work, it can inspire leadership and a positive environment. Okay, let us get you actually, I'm feeling this one. That came out in another one as well. Okay. All right. So, we start with number 12, Perfume of Sophia. I don't remember which one that came out in, but if you're drawn to any of the other piles, do feel free to please check them out. You will be able to sense the best timing and approach to take to create space for healing and resolution. Connect to your body and ground yourself in the here and now with body-friendly practices. You will find your way intuitively and instinctively, even through confusing circumstances, where one moment you are sure the answer is no, and the next moment you are sure it is yes. Give up trying to figure out the answer right now and remain open, with positive but relaxed expectation that clarity shall emerge spontaneously according to divine timing. Okay, so I'm getting some clarity on your past will be coming through to you to help you in your present and in your future. Okay, number 37, Oracle of Chaldea. Continue on your healing journey with enthusiasm, but without forcing things to happen more quickly than feels natural. Sometimes the body will be ready to let go whilst the mind is still holding on. At other times, the mind may need to be patient as the body processes an experience. Trust in your own timing and rhythm. There's no need to be impatient or to judge yourself. You are summoning the spiritual fortitude to tackle an issue which has previously held you back. When the time is right, the healing shall happen more easily than if you tried to push forward prematurely. Things are going to work out. Be positive. Okay, and that is very strongly tied to that present rune advice. Okay, and then number 35, Pearl of Sharo. Taking responsibility for your experiences empowers you. You are going to resolve an issue through spiritual inspiration and higher guidance. You will rise up in full connection to your spirit and access a wealth of divine treasure. That which has brought darkness into your world shall submit to the light and be transformed. Have courage and commitment to your awakening, for you are a precious being and can go far on the spiritual path this lifetime. Isn't that the most beautiful oracle to go in conjunction with your future position there? That is so very encouraging, and I really hope that you are taking heart in the words of these oracle cards, because they are quite lovely and quite apropos. I am seeing one more for you. Number 32, Lasya of Parvati. There is a gentler way to proceed and obtain the same or even greater effect. Tame the wild and frenzied workings of the mind by grounding yourself with beauty, pleasure, and grace. Violence and its negative effects shall be overcome and healed through feminine gentleness and inner spiritual strength. This oracle is a sign of great future happiness. I hope that you found this message to be helpful. If you did, please let me know in the comments. If there was anything you felt could have been improved upon, please also let me know that. Be gentle and kind as you do so. Remember, you are beautiful. You are loved always. And you are turning a difficult situation into a beautiful lesson learned that will guide you into a brighter, more joyful future. I love you. Take care of yourselves. Bye.